Well, hey there team, and welcome back to the channel, and welcome to Farming Sim 22. Oh, I have been pumped to look at this. Now, this isn't just straight in the deep end. We covered a bit of this on the stream earlier this morning, so I played a few hours. This is my little property. This isn't a review, you know, this is just the normal sort of overview thing, so we're going to have a bit of a chat about this. I'll show you off some stuff that I've picked up, but it's not quite out yet, and we're not in a review sort of embargo state at the moment. So we're just going to go over some sort of broad basics. So, quick qualifier. I played Farming Sim 19. I bought it on a whim for myself one Christmas, and I really got involved and immersed, and it was a big tipping point for me enjoying these games. Younger me, only a few years earlier, would have scoffed at the idea of playing this sort of game, but these days is my bread and butter, and I've been really anticipating this game. It's the first major release since 19. They did some mobile stuff along the way, and it's also of note the guys that developed this, Giants Software, they've done all of the farming sims before. This is basically their bread and butter. They just make this game. They've gone independent, for better or for worse. I suppose we'll see how that all plays out, but they used to be under Focus Home or Focus these days, and they've basically left them, and they're doing their own thing. My first thought is that probably gives them more scope to do more things. You know, they don't really have publisher oversight to stop them. They can really follow their passion. There's some really crazy stuff going on here, and there's some familiar stuff. All right, so first things first, let's go up here to the map. So this, God, I can't remember the name of this region, but how do I zoom out? Oh, it wasn't zooming for some reason. That's strange. This is one of 3 maps, and I believe the third map was a late DLC to 2019, but it's quite big actually. You can see a little train here. We still have the train transportation system, but it goes left to right, so it doesn't encircle the whole map, which is crazy. Makes more sense, I suppose. And this is my little plot that I bought here. A lot of the stuff is very familiar. You can press farmland and you can buy your little blocks, but this is where we literally spawned. It seems like the game wanted us to start here. That made sense. Sort of general store is down here. You can see here at a glance, we've got different crop filters. So you can turn like wheat and barley on and off. It's actually really quite clever. I'm not sure if it had that last time. You'll also see sorghum. I think that might be new. Grapes and olives, definitely new, right? Well, sugar beets, I think we had before. Soybeans as well. So there's some new crop types. What else can we have a look at here? This I find really cool, actually. You can see my thing is mid everything, but you can see where we're at with cultivation and ploughing and that sort of thing. I'm pretty sure that's new, which is pretty exciting. Got weeds in that as well. Hotspots, cool. It's probably worth. It's not obvious where to navigate to get to like the hints sort of thing, but if you press Q, you go all the way around to the bottom. This helped me out a lot when I played 2019. This actually seems a lot more brief, but if you're a little bit stuck and you're trying to learn the ropes, this is a good place to start off. If this is your first farming sim, I'm no expert, but I played a bit of the last one. I love it. I love it. You can see here we've got special crops. It'll go on about grapes and olives and all the new machines and that sort of stuff. There's a lot of stuff. I was very thankful to have my chat help me out. Things like rock removal. Let's have a look here. So I've started ploughing this area, and you can see these little stones. Now this is new altogether. So essentially you can get I don't know what to bloody call it, a stoner. This thing on the back of my little tractor here is essentially for stone removal, right? So let's just well, I don't know. Let's see. Can I just hire the workers straight away and they'll turn it all on themselves? Yeah, nice. Off he goes, I guess. He's going at an angle. I probably could have lined that up a bit better. Let's see if the AI can figure it out. Yeah, those crows are in for a little bit of a shock. Oh no. Oh no, hang on. Oh my goodness. Oh my god. Alright, we'll let him run for a while. So he's picking up the stones. And then this guy out here was ploughing the field as well. You can see that we already harvested canola. I went and dropped it off in a silo that we installed here to hold for a later date. He might be figuring it out. Speaking of AI, there are some interesting changes which are well worth mentioning. Namely, we can have AI do drop-offs. So like, if I click on my car here, I can go, you go to here, you go to the wheel, this wheel mode here. If I click on the car and go create job, and then I go target position, and I'll say here at my farm and go start job. Look at that. It's starting to move. So my car's going to rock up here, and that's actually pretty big, and that removes a huge chunk of busy work. You can see he's going to drive his car down. Hopefully, doesn't get into too much trouble with silly AI. This guy's having an absolute brain fart. But anyway, that picks up the little stones that could chip away and deal all sorts of damage. Oh no, look, see what he's doing? He's working this angle because I put it in at that angle. Dismiss worker. That's on me. That's my bad. I wonder if I do this and then higher, because you can go at 45-degree angles as well. You gotta remember the AI is only so competent. So that's what he's actually trying to do. You can see he's trying to plow the field on that angle. That should resolve there fairly well. Here comes my car. Come on, you can do it. Yeah, good work. Well done. So that's a welcome change. A small one, sure. Let's have a look at some other things that I've noticed. We have a crop calendar. We have seasons implemented. I know there's been mods and all that sort of stuff, but this is in now, right? You can see that, for example, canola, which we're playing with at the moment, you've got your planting season and then your harvesting, so which we're right in the middle of at the moment. So I've actually just harvested what came equipped, I suppose. You know, it was already planted, and now I'm setting up to do canola again. It's straight out of a medieval dynasty, actually. 3 days to a season on rotation. You can see all that stuff covered there. Just don't want to get run over by that bloke. You've also got weather here. Now, I don't know how hardcore it is yet, because I had some pretty hardcore dudes in chat talking to me. Apparently, there is a DLC coming that's going to be pretty intense about like water concentration, those sort of things. So weather will probably play into that, but I don't know if it's at launch. People did say that perhaps if it's raining, you might not be able to harvest. Like rain might actually limit what you can do in the day, which is interesting. But you know, I'm neither here nor there. I don't know for sure where we're at. You can see here as well that we have our buying and selling. Now, this seems normal sort of stuff if you've played the previous game. You can see now, just because green means the price is climbing at the cereal factory does not mean this is the best price. You can see it's dropping at Goldcrest, but you'd still probably be better off selling it there. Something really interesting is this, right? The fluctuation chart. Now, we're in August. If you check here, it's a shame it doesn't have that on this chart. It would be cool if it told us right now what month we were in. But say let's take our canola, for example, and you can see I've got 2,900 litres of that in storage at the moment, right? August, this is what we're going to get for it, apparently. Whereas if we sold it in December, well, I don't have a unit measurement on this, but presumably that's more. That's a lot more. So selling in December is probably the go. So that's why we got a silo to put it in. But it's just interesting because if you went off of this, you'd go, oh, okay, Goldcrest is the best value. Let's go sell it there. But the truth is we could probably get 8 times that amount or whatever the scale is on the thing. So this is new. I'm pretty sure this wasn't in previous stuff. And you can see how the prices are ultimately quite seasonal. But that will change. And so that's a really cool wrinkle. What else have we got here? You know, expenditure, we got animals, that sort of stuff. Okay, we can do contracts, which I don't want to do. I'm not interested in that busy work. I like building my a little playground. We'll sit on this slide while we watch this dude work it all out. Yeah, so that's all pretty much par for the course. Now press P brings up the shop. Oh, that took a moment just hitching it. I will just say, I'm running this on an SSD, and I've never seen something just hitch and load and splutter to get going like this. right? It was going like it was on an old hard drive, right? And my SSD is working fine, so just be aware of that. Now that could be the pre-release build that I'm in, and it might patch out or whatever. But yeah, it happened on the stream as well. We ended up sitting still, bloody loading for like 5 minutes or something. It's insane, and it did it when I booted here. So this is sort of normal stuff, right? We've got brands, we've got tools, we've got vehicles you can buy, all that sort of stuff, right? Here's something interesting: packs. This is totally new, right? So in this case, grain, which is what we're doing canola seeds. Grain's universal, basically, in this. You have a seed system and you fill it up with the seed, but it's a video game, right? And then after the fact, you can go, well, I want it to be this seed sort of thing, right? So it's all pretty much the same. So you can go into here, into this pack, and it gives you all the starter stuff that you need, basically. And that's exactly what I did, because I wanted to humor it and see what would happen. And that's actually a really, really clever way to set everything up. You know, you've also got this used vehicle thing, which is interesting to check in. I don't know what the rotation is, but you can see you can actually get pretty serious discounts on these random bits of gear. So maybe you sort of just live on this used market. I don't know. It's a cool little wrinkle. So they're the main sort of changes I've noticed so far. We'll just let this guy potter about for a little bit more. You were ploughing, and I'll just hire a worker to continue, and hopefully you two stay out of each other's way. Right. So essentially what's happening, he's ploughing because, well, it needs ploughing. You can even see over here, this is the original canola. Well, we did harvest it, right? So this is the plough that's going through. Interestingly enough, this rock picker-upper seems to cultivate the soil as best as I can understand, even though strictly speaking, it's not actually a cultivator. And you can just confirm this up here on the map. And if we go to here, you can see we've got cultivated in the bottom, ploughed, and harvested, right? So they're just sort of chipping away at the moment. Now, meanwhile, that's given us a bit of space, actually. So, yeah, if you're an expert, you're probably already going to get this, right? So I'm no expert, but I'm assuming some people watching this might be a bit on my level, a bit dippy, right? And that's good. So I'll explain it from one idiot to another. Special craft, here you go, farming basics. You can see you want to plow and cultivate. Essentially, I think if it's the same as 2019, every third crop you have to replow. If you just sort of, in my head fiction, I'm no farmer, right? But the idea is you've been growing these bloody, you know, wheat over and over again or whatever, and the soil's probably getting, you know, clogged up and just, you know, crap. And to replow it is a bit of a reset button, right? You want to cultivate it each time as well. And that's like, I think that's just turning topsoil to aerate it. But there's all these little things that you need to do, right? You also probably want to fertilize it because weeds will crop up. You want to lime it potentially as well, though I don't think we need to do that with ours today. But you can see here it goes down into all this sort of stuff. Improving yield is what we're talking about. Here you go. You can put fertilizer, herbicide, buy lime and herbicide as pallets at the shop. Furthermore, there are silos that can be placed. There are 3 methods to remove weeds. Yeah, you can spray them, or if you let them go too early, you have to pull them up yourself. Using a mulcher on stubble increases your yield. Okay. There's always a possibility of stones being dug up. Yeah, so stones is the new sort of thing that got added in. Okay. But for the time being, for the most part, you can just look at the crop and go, okay, owned by me, fertilized 0, weed 0. Well, I mean, it doesn't have any weeds, but they potentially will crop up. I wouldn't mind fertilizing it. Now, interestingly, what the fuck is this? This is a seeder, I believe. Seeds, 600 liters. How is that oh no, this is the harvester. This is how we seed, right? Okay, cool. What we probably want to do is, let's fertilize it, right? Let's spray it. Oh wait, was it fertilize? No, hang on. Fertilize 0. Let's see. Tools, cultivators, mulches. Are these new actually? Can be used to crush the crop stubbles. Huh. I have to look in that. There's always something new. Something to learn. Cotton, stone pickers, grape technology. What does that look like? Jesus, look at this. All sorts of stuff. Rollers. Balers, forage, windrowers, sorry. Oh, what was that sound? Wage payment. Yeah, right. Actually, you know what? I'm confusing Fertilize. That's okay. What I'm going to look at just real quickly is something I wanted to show you. There's a production chain component to it now as well. You can sort of see it a little bit here if you go show prices. Come down here. We've got eggs, wool, milk, wood chips, silage. Okay, some of that's normal, par for the course. But look at this. Flour, bread, butter, cake. All right. So what you can do is you can take it to facilities to construct it, I believe. But essentially, these are higher tier craftables, right? You can get into the cake industry, but that then means you have to come up with your own butter and all this sort of stuff as well. I think that's fascinating. That's a really clever difficulty to add to it. What's going on there? They've run into each other. This is wonderful. Well, oh, he's finished ploughing. Alright, so we'll let him do his thing. Okay, cool. So we're going to want to seed this now, actually, so that's a pretty good timing. So let's drop that off. There we go. What have I done? What's going on? Why am I stuck? Oh shit. I've managed to get stuck on the weight somehow? Oh, that's not good at all. Okay. I must have dropped it at high speed, actually. Well, bugger it. Let's just get rid of that for the moment. Let's pick up the counterweight, because we're going to need it. Are we going to need it? I don't know. Geez, that's funny. I couldn't figure out what was going on there. Alright, let's go. Do something like that. This fruit cannot be planted in August. Oh, I've chosen the... Oh, hang on, I need to change my seed. Select seed wheat, barley, canola. Here we go. Higher. Off you go. Canola growing. Nice. And off he goes. And he's going to keep cultivating and picking up stones. Yeah, so we could spray it with herbicide. Might just leave it go for the moment. You know? Now, what else have we got here? God, I love this game. It's so good. So those, I can do that. This belongs to me, as does that one there. So what do we got going on here? Cotton? Needs ploughing cotton. Let's see. Cotton. They reckon leave it go for the moment. Deal with it in October. Okay, okay. Maybe we do that then. Oh, that's looking very nice. I like that. And then what do we got here? Soybeans. Oh, there's weeds. Do you see the weeds? The different shades sort of thing? It's a bit rough because I accidentally ran over this corner here. So you get into a situation here where, who's this bloke going for a wander? Yeah, there's foot traffic now as well, which is kind of cool. Getting those weeds out will be a pain in the ass. What is this again? Soybeans. They reckon leave that go for the moment as well. Okay. Alright, well. Big bags, pallets. Oh, packs. Hang on. Transport. What's a transport pack look like? Let's have a look. Yeah, forklift. Oh, it's just a forklift. Oh, okay. Hay, chaff. No, okay. Okay. Tools, vehicles, brands as well, if you're into that. Rollers. Mulches. Forage headers. Fertilizer spreader. That's what we want, actually. It's not too late to do this. You can see there's a bit of a hint here as well. Fertilizer spreader improve the harvest of your fields. Right. That's more of a trailer, and this is an attachment. Now you can check combinations as well. Yeah, they're counterweights from what I can understand. I'm not sure if it's still the same, but it used to be that you had to pair it with certain machines, actually, you know. This one looks all right, actually. Now, what do we got here? That's lime. Oh, that doesn't do lime. That'll do both. Yeah, look, okay, this will do nicely. So let's get this. Let's lease it. Yep. 18 kilometers an hour. It's only 3 ton. We might be able to pick it up with this little fella. I almost regret buying this. Oh yeah, and this is what they let me customize my character, so that's what I look like. So bloody deal with it. This little bloody electric monstrosity. It's got, this thing pulls nothing. It's terrible. But I don't know. We'll go up to the shops and we'll see. We'll see if it's got enough juice to bring my fertilizer sprayer back home. Oh, so there's like this main street that we go down, which is kind of cool. Support your local farmers, Roger. Yeah, okay. Me familiar. Oh, okay. I think you can change the map mode as well. Toggle map view 9. Oh yeah. But I like the one that sticks to the cardinals. Here we go. These are some of my parts I haven't taken yet. Oh, that's a lot bigger than my little truck. It's alright, the little boy that could. Alright, cool. We're probably gonna have to fill it up with would it be in a pallet? Liquid fertilizer. Yeah. Yeah. What is this? Top 6,000? 2,000. It's not herbicide that we're worried about. We're doing fertilizer for the moment, though we probably want to do herbicide as well. Let's go. Buy. Is that $3,500? Holy heck. Alright. Now, we should be able to just drive next to it and fill up directly from it. First, you need to fill the tool. Unless I'm doing this wrong. Am I doing it wrong? Possibly. I'm doing it right, surely. Sure, let's just double check. All right. Bought that liquid fertilizer. You can see this symbol. Okay. Right. Fertilizer spreaders. Looks like the same symbol to me. What is that? Little leaf, little bag looking thing. Oh, you know what? It's not. It's it must be solid fertilizer. It's this. I'm an idiot. Okay, well, that's fine. Let's just buy that. My bad, but you know what? If anything, you can learn from me. Refill. Here we go. There you go, and you can see it filling up. Oh wow, that's only 8% full. Jesus. 750 liters. Well, maybe that'll do. Let's see. Let's bring her home. So you can see the back and forth. It's such a blessing that you can sort of tell the AI to do it for you. So yeah, what can I say? This is par for the course, right? This is more farming sim. It seems that they've added a lot of really cool features, but they haven't radically changed the formula either. If you're not into this game, this is not going to change your mind. However, this is, you know, as far as I can see, it's kind of the best version out there, right? So far. It's not like it's regressed. It's not like it's suffering from sequelitis of Madden or FIFA or something like that. This is still very much a passion project, something of love, you know. And the dudes going independent seem to have only, you know, come even more good on that promise. So I'm glad to be playing it. I'm glad to have the opportunity to look at it on the channel, you know. Now this is just my little fella. I might dip there because the whole reason for getting that tractor was just to pick things up, and then I bought this quite large tractor here, and this one's a bit more of a workhorse. Arguably he's overkill. Now, are we going to need a counterweight for this? Probably not. Let's see if we can get this show on the road. Alright, there we go. Look at this. You can see fertilize 50%. So what you want to do is fertilize it 2 times over the course of the plant and seed, right? So this dude up here is well, you know what, we probably could have fertilized it in this state and then do it like this, you know what I mean? I think that might have worked. I'm not 100% sure. Oh, look at this dude, he's going for it. I guess it's got, oh no, they're going to collide. Yeah, because it's got such a huge range. Yeah, see how far that thing sprays? Oh, great. Well, that seems like a good place to end it. So look, I'm no expert, but I'm someone who absolutely loves this game. So far, my take is that it is more of the same, with a whole bunch of extra stuff chucked on. They don't seem to have put their foot wrong or anything like that. But like I said, this isn't a review, this is me just having a look at it a little bit earlier, give you a bit more to work with, see some hands-on, perhaps from the perspective of a dumb person like me, who's a bit more casual, dare I say. I know there are entire channels and communities built around these games out there, and I'm not pretending to be them or to, you know, try and muscle in or anything like that. I'm just saying that as a casual dude that's still learning the ropes of these games, I love this. It's a lot of fun. I look forward to playing some more. And you know what? Look, the big takeaway is, if you're like me, maybe you're curious, you're fence sitting, jump in, man. Give it a go. It's such a great game, and there's something very zen. And you could easily play just this game all year. You know, if you're going to buy one game for the year to keep you busy, this will have the content they always do. I love them to death. Anyway, team, might just leave it there for the time being, and I'll catch you guys on the next one.